right? Oh, y'all forget all these coaches, top coaches, coaching at these top schools, competing for a natty every year, came from up under Saban, right? Yeah. Came from up under the Saban tree. So how can you say the standard is over? Are you kidding me, homie? Yeah. How the hell the standard could ever go somewhere when Nick Saban, right, is on ESPN every week? And he is Bama, bro. He set the Bama standard. So stop the cat, bro. Pure poppycock. Heavy, man. Yeah. Got Leesburg, Georgia, Lee County receiver, Jaden Upshaw. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Jaden Upshaw in the building. So just a plevy, man, or just a boatload. I should say that, but man, roster coming in, talent coming in all over the field. Year in, year out, all over the field, man. You see Cedarian Morgan here, a freshman. This dude's a freshman coming in this year. High expectations for this man right here. Keep your eye on, man. Remember the name, Cedarian Morgan, homie. Yeah. Everybody trying to compare him to Julio Jones. Now, different era, different level. He still got to prove it on the field. But size, he's a monster, bro. Speed, athleticism, power, all of the above. So keep your eye out for Cedarian Morgan. Don't be surprised if he contributes right away. I repeat, right away for Bama this year, homie, his freshman season. So a lot of talent coming in. And this is where DeBoer, K-Dog must start. Mm-hmm. I don't care about all that noise. Oh, recruiting means nothing. What? Cap. You know, it's the same for the NFL compared to the NFL. You just compare the NFL draft to college football recruiting. Where the teams build their team, their roster, their personnel. Where do you begin when you're building a Super Bowl caliber team in the NFL? I'll tell you where the draft. What was the whole issue with Quasi? If you're a Vikings fan, right? The draft. Heavy. You know? You have to hit in the draft at some point. Look at the teams in the Super Bowl right now. Seattle, Patriots, bro. Boom. They had great drafts for back-to-back years. College football, where do you build your roster? Boom, recruiting. Ain't nothing changed, right? But the money involved in the game. But you still build the team off of recruiting. You know, this year for Indiana was an anomaly. But don't forget, a lot of players follow Cignetti, right? A lot of older players, bro, experienced. A very rare roster that Cignetti had. We'll see how Indiana performs next year. Even with that weak-ass schedule as well. You hear me? No cap. But Cedarian Morgan, man, Cedarian Morgan, he's going to be a real, true competitor, homie. Yeah, roll tide, full of pride. This is just one of many. You got Xavier Crowell, a real running back, bro. I'm gonna get into what Ryan Grubb said the other day about certain freshmen looking to play, having a chance to play right away. But Xavier Crowell, a big dog, a levy dog, homie, bringing it heavy. Look for him to make some noise at the running back position. We already know about the running back position, right? Right. The competition in that room. They signed the player. They signed the running back from Tennessee, Khalifa Keith, another big body. He can help you on the goal line, right? Help you in short yardage situations. Him, Daniel Hill. It's going to be a true contest, bro. A true battle. May the best man win. See, K-Dog and his staff can't get caught up in, oh, who's been here longer? Who's the senior? Who's the junior? Blase, blase, blah. He's a freshman. I don't care, bro. You hear me? Heavy. If he's a freshman and he's the best man for the job, guess what? Put him in. No hesitation. Oh, yeah, bro. Heavy. You know? You know, Alabama is Alabama, Upshaw said. The history itself says it all. So who wouldn't want to play for a program like that? But overall, great day and had an amazing time with coaches and, you know, a couple new faces, but they all showed love. Alabaster, Alabama, Thompson safety, Junior James is quickly becoming one of the state's most coveted prospects. another in-state recruit. I absolutely loved the atmosphere down in Tuscaloosa, James said. I had only been at game day invites, watching from the stadium view, but it was a great view being able to see what the team has behind the scenes. Got a chance to speak with Coach DeBoer and got to know him better as a coach as well as the defensive staff. The Crimson Tide are well positioned with Louisville, Mississippi. Shout out Mississippi, you hear me? Shout out to the SIP, homie. No cap. Our defensive lineman, Mitchell Turner. Mitchell Turner talked about him as well, a real Levy dog. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, Mitchell Turner, homie. Mitchell Turner has the potential to be that real guy. Once again, bro, I repeat, Mitchell Turner is a real dog. You're talking about a defensive lineman with over 100 tackles in one season, I believe. That's pretty much damn near unheard of. Right. You put him on film, huh? He stands out everywhere. What I loved most about watching his film is his determination, his aggression. That's the biggest thing right there for me, bro. I repeat, his motor, how he really never stops. But Mitchell Turner, a pure dog. Very, very excited about what he brings to the table, bro. Very excited about him. No cap. Talk about athleticism, power, natural power, plugging holes, plugging gaps, all of the above. But keep your eye out for Mitchell Turner. You hear me? No cap. A real dog round yonder. Real, bro. And ultimately, this is what it's about right here. It's what it's about right here, man. Like, for real. What is your recruiting class going to look like? And so far for Bama, it's going pretty damn good. KB, Jim knows better show up. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Vols. They wild, man. Heavy. We got 5 Jet Tamala in 2026 class. Hell yeah. Shout out Jeff Tamala, man. Shout out Kangaroo Black in the building. You hear me, dog? No cap. Roll Tide full of pride. Roll Tide full of pride. 5 stars all in the building, Kangaroo. You know what I mean, homie? 5 stars all in the building, man. The question is now, man, though, do you develop that talent? See, that's the biggest thing for Bama right now. The biggest question, especially when it came to the O-line. What's going on with this talent looking underdeveloped, right? So you must have a run game next year. You must put your players in the best position to win. That's why Nick Saban was great all those years, man. It wasn't just about getting the talent. It was about maintaining, retaining, but also building that talent into monsters, right? Teaching guys the game for real. But not only that, controlling certain different energies, bro, different personalities, guys from different backgrounds, bringing them all together, building that chemistry and building that true bond. Some guys come from rough and tough backgrounds, huh? Some guys come from the burbs, but they all got the same thing in mind, same goal, bro. Win a national championship, get to the NFL, be prepared for the NFL as well at the highest level, huh? Yeah. But ultimately, go win, bro. Go set the standard and go be great. That was the main goal for everybody, huh? Everyone on the Bama staff, Bama personnel, whatever, bro. They was rocking under one roof, under one accord, and they never budged. Then when Saban saw what was going on, the whole portal, things started to change. Like he said in his first presser at Bama, as long as this program is committed to winning, I'm here. But when I'm done, I'm done. And when he saw the bullshit, peeped the game, he rolled out, right? Without second guessing nothing. Now he did it in a messed up way. The way he left definitely affected Bama in a negative way, but he damn near told you it was coming. You saw the signs, bruh, eventually, right? Right. Then people got to getting in his ear, players saying this and saying that, right? Sending little messages. He said, oh, hell to the no, no, no. I ain't finna ruin all this what I built, bruh. My legacy for real around yonder. For it to be tarnished because of money, power, guapino, federale, huh? Linguini, fettuccine, baby, huh? Pay for play. I repeat, pay for play. So he got up out of there, bro. You can't be mad at him for it. Of course, we all wish he would have left a different way, gave Bama more time to adapt. But hey, man, sometimes that's how the cookie crumble. Shout out Wayne in the building, bro. Shout out Wayne Haynes in the building. What up, big dog? What up, my Levy dog? Make sure if you're in the chat, like it up, bro. Support the grind, support the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with any and everybody. You know, I don't care who they is, your mama, your daddy, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, huh? Side piece, here, there, whatever, man. Sugar daddy, whoever, man. Yeah. Share with everybody, you know. Your auntie, uncles, boom. Tell them come lock in with me. I repeat, come lock in with me. Roll Tide. The Bama coaching staff is average at best. Oh, man, Wayne. Come on now, Wayne. Boom. Bama would probably lose 4 games again for the 3rd straight season. Oh, damn. That's how you feel, Wayne? That's how you feel, Wayne? Hold up, bro. Wayne coming in hot now. Wayne coming in hot now. Hey, chat. Hey, fire the chat up, bro. Do y'all agree with Wayne Haynes, man? I repeat, let me know in the chat, homie. Do y'all agree with Wayne Haynes, man? Do you think Bama's coaching staff is average at best? No, bro. No cap. Do y'all think Wayne Haynes is correct? Matter a Wayne Haynes, bro. You know, Wayne Haynes said the coaching staff is average at best. I can bring you up later, Wayne, and you can really expound on all that, homie. You hear me? Heavy, no cap. KB, we got 2 5-star QBs freshmen. What about the development, Dre? You hear me, huh, homie? Heavy, homie. What about the development, Dre? Yeah. No cap, bro. Yeah. Texas will buy your recruit out from under you. Oh, we know Texas is playing a dirty game. We know Texas is playing a dirty game. That's not shocking at all, right? This is pay for play, my boy Wayne Haynes. I repeat, this is pay for play, Wayne Haynes. You know, especially Texas, they got all that old money. They got them big bucks. They got the guapino, huh? The federale, the denali, the machismo. You know, then they get up there tampering, calling players. Talking about the Ole Miss program, I mean, shit. Ole Miss got the funds as well. You know, so they tried and go up under Dabo on some slick snake type shit. You hear me? Heavy. And I ain't seen them get punished or be punished yet. But Dabo called them out, bro. Period. But they came in the middle of the night like some thieves with a fat check for old boy. Quickly and swiftly, you hear me? Heavy. So this the portal game we in. So you know the big schools, they've been poaching Bama players. That's why all these other schools were excited for the portal to begin, for NIL to begin. So they could go around yonder and try to poach all the players from Bama, bro. No cap. They had their eyes on Bama's talent from jump. Right? Why you think Saban got up out of there quickly and swiftly, huh? Yeah. I'm sure he knew Caleb Downs was leaving. He knew what was coming next. Why the hell would he have stayed anyway? So yeah, bro. Does it need to be revamped? Hell to the yeah. The whole portal NIL situation needs to have one big restructure, homie. Yeah. Bro, still talking about Saban. Saban is gone, so this is standard. No. Once again, that's where you're wrong, Wayne Haynes. Pay attention, man. It's not about still talking about Saban. It's showing you and showing DeBoer and K-Dog and Bama fans who may not know what the standard was, what the standard has always been. and how Saban came in and transformed a program, dog. How he adjusted to the obstacles, knocked down the obstacles that he had, how he adapted to the times, right? Right. So get your mind right, Wayne Haynes. It's not about, being stuck on Saban. No, it's a new era, the DeBoer era, Kalen DeBoer era. But at the end of the day, Saban showed you the blueprints. So DeBoer can learn some things and take some things from Saban and put his own imprint on it and do it a different way, do it his way. So get your mind right, Wayne Haynes. I repeat, dog, get your mind right, your motherfucking mind right, Wayne Haynes, man. Pay attention, understand, retain the information I'm kicking to you. You hear me, dog? Yeah, no cap. Period, homie. Per. So damn per. Yeah. Texas will buy Crowell out from under you. Cap right there, homie. Heavy. I'm lighting cigars, KB. Not this year, Dre. No, man. No, homie. What you think about Auburn? Auburn is who Auburn is. Auburn probably will underperform this year. Skull KB started war with, and I'm not backing down. Come on, Dre. Heavy, homie. Yeah, man. Shout out Kangaroo Black in the building, man. Big dog, man. Hey, he came at your head top, Dre. He came at your head top, Dre. No cap, man. Yeah. Get back into the article, bro. You know? But Mitchell Turner, big time player in the making. The environment and hospitality was great, Turner said. What continues to excite me is how much they hold up the tradition of the program and what they expect, and that is to win. Definitely one of the top schools. Douglasville, Georgia, South Paulding linebacker Joakim Gouda is a top target in the SEC. All these visits lining up and stacking up. You hear me, dog? No cap. Environment was good, especially all the accolades, Gouda said, before adding what stands out to him. Just the opportunity to have my name among the greats and to compete with some of the best. Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out Memphis, bro. Whitehaven edge rusher Antoine Jackson has a keen eye on her future at Alabama. And the list goes on, bro. Some names we know, some names we may not know. AJ Pauley, bro. Another big time player, future potential impact. Even 2008, you know, they giving players offers already. Yeah, bro. So Bama's attacking for real. We talk about attack the portal. Don't just attack the portal, attack recruiting for real. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Back down. Let's see when you're looking at. Give me 1 second. A lot of recruiting news though, bro. Heavy. I'm gonna get into a few more articles. Then I want to break down the Austin Mack situation. Austin Mack versus Keelan Russell situation, yeah. But the Levy Dogs is coming, bro. You hear me? No cap. This just some news recently in, you know. But a lot of guys coming in, bro. A lot of guys coming in to be very excited for. But them Levy Dogs is definitely coming. You hear me? Heavy, no cap. Point blank, period. Bottom line. Alabama solidifies position with top 100 edge Rashad Shreets after winter visit. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer and outside linebackers coach Christian Robinson met with one of the top early defensive targets last week, Rashad Shreets, a top 100 edge from Millbrook High School in Raleigh. Met with the two coaches at his school before an in-home visit later in the day. Shout out Raleigh, North Carolina as well, bro. Heaven. Shout out NC. Streets has visited the Crimson Tide twice, and it appears they are in the race for the long haul. Big props. Coach DeBoer and C. Rob were scheduled to visit Streets earlier in the week. The winter storm altered plans, but they made sure to fit him into the schedule before the contact period concluded. It went really well, Streets told BOL after the meeting. It was cool to spend time with Coach DeBoer. It wasn't just a recruiting pitch. We sat down, joked around, and talked about a bunch of different things besides just recruiting stuff. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about right there, man. Building a real bond, a peer relationship with your player or your future player. Yeah, you talk about money, you talk about football, this, that, boom. But at the end of the day, homie, do you really connect on a higher level? Is the frequency really there, homie? Yeah. And I think K-Dog is definitely learning that. And I think deep down, K-Dog is a good guy. Early. Yeah, man. We talked about the Super Bowl and our predictions. Streets like Seattle. Coach DeBoer's pick can't be made public because of a future reveal on a pregame show. We talked about FCS football and his time coaching before Alabama. He was testing my football history knowledge. And shout out DeBoer, bro. Being on the front line for real. No cap. That's what it's about, bro. It's what it's about. Period. How big is this dude here? 6'4", 230-pounder. Received an offer from Crimson Tide on October 24th. He visited last spring and attended Alabama's home win against LSU on November 8th. The connection with Coach Robinson, C. Rob, will continue to play a big role. And like I say, your whole staff is important. Sometimes the guy don't build a bond with the head coach per se, but he builds one with the position coach, right? The coach who will be coaching him majority of the time, right? Putting him in certain positions, developing his skills, right? Understanding who he is as a player, et cetera, man. So the player has to trust the position coach, bro. He has to have a real bond with him. It's more of a personal level, right? Here, on a day-to-day basis. That's pretty much it, bro. You know the game, the 411, the scoop. This is a busy time for recruiting. Huge time for recruiting, man. For real. But it's a process. It's a process. And I'm sure I pretty much know DeBoer and his staff definitely understands the situation and how pivotal this offseason really is. You must make the correct moves. But the 27 class, man, even the 26 class as well, you should be very excited about. Definitely, I repeat, definitely. We can bring this up here. What's going on with this, man? Give me 1 second, bro. I want to get into one little more recruiting scoop. Then we're going to get into Ryan Grubb and what he said about these young freshman players playing right away. Come on, man. Get right, man. No better now. Let's get it. Give me 1 second. One there. Here we go. Yes, I believe another big prospect. I don't know if he signed yet or committed early. But he was in the building as well. Cornerback, Alabama in the league for 6'3" cornerback in 2027 class after junior day visit. And Bama seems like they're really starting to go for these big body cornerbacks, right? But they should fit very well in Kane Walmack's scheme and Bama's defensive scheme in general. But we've seen the John Lee's, the guy they brung in through the portal, Cameron O'Neal, I believe, from Mercer. He's 6'4", 200 plus pounds. I believe Brown is 6'1". So Bama definitely leaning towards these tall, big body corners who can press and get up in your chest. So observing all this, just expect for Bama's defense to be very aggressive in the incoming years. Well, I stand on that 10 toes down, bro. You hear me? No cap. Expect for Bama to have a very aggressive defense for the incoming years. Heavy. Peep the personnel, bro, right? Peep the scheme, Alabama hosted Junior Day this weekend, bringing in many of the top prospects that just completed their junior seasons of high school football. One of those prospects in Tuscaloosa over the weekend was cornerback Darius White. I repeat, Darius White. Pay attention to Darius White. No cap, you hear me? Heavy. Out of Creekside High School in Fairburn, Georgia. It was extremely great. White told BOL they treated me with a ton of love. It was a great experience. I felt like I was home. The whole environment stood out. The city at Alabama, I feel like there's no distractions. Great focus. I feel like I can go down there and focus on my game, better my game. White was offered by Alabama cornerbacks coach Maurice Linguist back on January 23rd, a little over a week ago. Linguist visited White in Georgia to give him the offer and had been in constant contact with him since. I've really been close with Coach Mo, the one that offered me, White said. I've been close with him ever since he offered me a few weeks ago. We've been talking on the phone ever since. He said he likes everything about my game, but I know I've still got a lot to learn. But he said I'm ready for that level. Like I say, bro, coach-player relationships. Building a personal bond. Does a player really believe in you and believe in your word? White stands 6'3", yet another tall cornerback that has become a staple in Alabama's recruiting as of late. The Crimson Tide roster, multiple corners at 6'3", plus including former 5 stars, DeJohn Lee and Jordan Edmonds, as well as Mercer transfer, Carmelo O'Neal. Big bodies, man, big bodies. He told BOL he's currently in contact with other schools such as Georgia, Arkansas, Missouri, and Purdue. He wants to take another visit to Alabama soon, likely in the summer for an official visit. I'll have something soon, White said. I'm going to be back down there this summer. It's in the makings right now, but I'm definitely going to be there. That's what it is, bro. No cap. Bama is attacking very well. White said he'll be making his college decision this summer, and right now Alabama is his leader. Roll Tide. Alabama is definitely at the top of my list, White said. After the junior day, Alabama is at the top right now. They've been nothing but real to me. They've been talking to me ever since day one, since the day they offered me. Once again, Roll Tide, full of pride. You hear me? Heavy. You know what I mean? No cap, bro. For real. But a lot to be excited about, bro, as far as Bama, Stack the classes up. You stack the classes up. You continue to develop your classes at a high level. Period, bro. Give me 1 second. Pretty much done with that. Let's get to some Bama football online. Want to break down what Ryan Grubb said. Ryan Grubb. What he said about these freshmen, dog. I'm sure everybody pretty much knows about Sedarian Morgan and Xavier Crowell. These two Alabama freshmen won't have to wait long to get on the field, Ryan Grubb says. Alabama signed two offensive playmakers in the 26 recruiting class, with running back Xavier Crowell and wide receiver Sedarian Morgan committing to the Crimson Tide. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb believes both can make an impact as true freshmen. 1 second to bring this up right here. But definitely pay attention to Crowell and Morgan, homie. Heavy. Pay attention to both of these guys for real. You hear me? No cap. Definitely potential names you will hear playing right away. Wow, Grubb told Waka Action 8 News at the ALFCA convention last week. They're already here on campus back in Tuscaloosa, but really, there's a lot of physical characteristics that both of them have. They're outstanding players, but the maturity and the mindset that those two guys have already at this point in their career has been really impressive. So they're all ready to take that next step and reach that next level. So I'm excited to see what they can do this year. They're not going to have to wait long to get on the field. And, you got Ryan Grubb, that's your OC, man, your offensive coordinator, basically stamping them and saying, hey, these boys here, ready. They're ready to play. Let's get it. Crowell is Alabama's highest-rated high school signee, finishing the cycle as the top player in the Yellowhammer State and the nation's number 2 running back. Meanwhile, Morgan is the number 3 player from Alabama and the 5th best wide receiver per the Rivals industry rankings. Both chose to stay in their home state, which is a huge deal for Grubb and the Crimson Tide. Heavy, man. Roll Tide, homie. Yeah. It's the lifeblood of the program. It starts here. It starts in Alabama, Grubb said. You look at a couple of the guys we brought in this year with EJ and Sedarian, and that's what Alabama's been built on for a long time. Hell yeah. Roll Tide, man. Both incoming freshmen will have opportunities to see the field this fall as their position groups were impacted by graduation and the transfer portal. Alabama welcomes back 3 tailbacks and 5 wideouts from the 25 team, which will lead to some new faces contributing to the Tide offense in 26. Morgan already seen college practice reps as a December enrollee. So they've already been prepping Morgan for this opportunity, for this chance. And like Grubb said, mental maturity, physical maturity, just all the attributes you need to play right away. I did get a chance to see him a little bit more just because he was practicing with us before we went on our bowl games, on our playoff games. And so really impressed with him. The boy told WSFA 12 News, moves extremely well, very fluid, big hands, catches the ball, very strong at the point of attack with the ball. Very important, right, for a receiver. I know a lot of guys, players included, were impressed with what they saw just in a couple of practices that he was with us. Like I told you, homie, pay attention to Sedarian Morgan. I repeat, bro, Sedarian Morgan. A real live wire. And coaches ain't just gonna come out right, boom, and exaggerate. You know what I'm saying? I'll say, oh yeah, man. Good, but he's this, he's that, or this player is really at a high level. I'm liking what I'm seeing, right? Ryan Grubb ain't just gonna lie. You know what I mean? Why would he lie? Know what I mean? Like real facts though. Like why would he simply lie? Hear me, dog. Like why would he lie is the thing, man. Would make no sense at all, bro. Period. The proof is in the pudding, period. What's Shadarian Morgan stats that we have here, man? This him here? That's Xavier Crowell. I mean, just peep the stats, bro. You hear me? Just peep the stats, simply put. You know, this is Xavier Crowell. You know, I mean, just look at his numbers, all of his seasons, bro. What does it show you? Consistency. You hear me, homie? Heavy. Consistency, a true baller, right? A true dog. I mean, in 2025, he was a junior. You know, 2,632 yards, bro. 12.6 yards average a carry. Is this like 35 touchdowns? Crazy, man. Yeah. This dude been putting work in since the beginning. Heavy. He accumulated 6,329 rushing yards and 91 rushing touchdowns on 543 carries. And you think he gonna come in here and play around? Huh? Think he gonna come in here and play around? You know? He ain't no jive turkey, man. He definitely not a jive turkey. You heard me. I mean, man, dog, 6,329? He putting up them damn numbers. Real numbers, man. No cap, man. Yeah. Put some respect on his name. Oh, yeah, but the run game, the major issue. You hear me? Heavy. I mean, talk about physical maturity, though. You know, being mentally, physically, spiritually, and prepared. I mean, look at the dog's physicality, man, huh? Heavy. You know, he built like a grown man out there around yonder. And an extra year in the system, extra year with the new nutrition plan and program. I hope the strength and conditioning program is up to par. But at the end of the day, bro, no cap. He's day one ready right now. I repeat, he's day one ready right now. And I'm sure he's even bigger and has put more weight on since this picture here. So pay attention to Xavier Crowell to make some major noise as a freshman. You know, heavy. And Ryan Grubb already stamped the dudes, period. Get back into the article, man. And that's just one article right there. So be very excited about the direction Alabama is going in. You hear me, dog? Heavy. I'm going to get into this Ryan Grubb article. You know, then I'm going to break down the quarterback position. Austin Mack and Keelan Russell. You know, that's going to be a real important battle, bro. I think Adam spring ball when spring round, right? That's the biggest battle people want to see, huh? Keelan Russell versus Austin Mack. You know, may the best man win. They both have their game is totally different, right? And we're gonna see at the end of the day who stands out, who makes the real separation for the equation. Man. Yeah. And once again, the K-Dog, the war, whoever, bro. Boom. Don't get caught up in the whole senior, freshman, junior, sophomore, whatever. Put the best man on the field, right? Right. That's the bottom line, bro. Point blank, period. I repeat, point blank, period, man. Yeah, bitch, yeah. Man. Alabama offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb agrees with Crimson Tide fans. So that's a plus there. He's listening, understanding. He knows what's going on. He wants to see his offense be able to run the football better than it did in 25. His first year of calling the plays. Well, I hope Ryan Grubb understands as well. He plays a major role in how this offense runs, how this offense is being ran. You know, it's you, Grubb. You see Grubb in the back here, Ryan Grubb. You got the headphones on, Holmes. Make sure you're really zoned in and locked in. But Ryan Grubb understands, you know, he's no dummy. He understands the importance of a run game, man. Right? Right. Come on now. Stop the cat. But his play calling will have to elevate at a higher level. A higher level. I repeat, baby. Boom. Come on now. Cat. He say, I know everybody is dying to see us be a little bit better in the run game. No, Grubb, that's where you're wrong. You need to be a lot better in the run game. A little, my boy. Hail to the no, poppycock. We need you to be a lot better in the run game, Grubb. You talking about a little? Shitting me, homie. Heavy. Gotta be kidding me. What, man? We need massive improvements in that run game, man. You talking about round yonder, Ryan Grubb, huh? The fuck going on around here? Obviously, I would be one of those people. Grubb told Waka Action 8 News at the ALFCA convention last week. The hell going on around at that convention around there? Know what I mean? And I think for us, the physical mindset that we got to have week in and week out in the SEC to be successful running the football will be paramount to how we can play next year on offense. Yeah, that mentality, bro, that aggression-filled mentality. Alabama struggled to run the ball this past season. The Crimson Tide ranked 125th out of 136 FBS teams in rushing. Offense with an average of 104.13 yards per game on the ground. Over its final 3 games, UA produced 48 combined rushing yards on 58 attempts, 0.83 yards per carry, piss poor. Are you kidding me, baby? Huh? Alabama only had 1 running back finish with more than 300 yards for the season, Jam Miller, 504. And 1 player rushed for more than 100 yards in the game. Miller versus Vandy, 136. Once again, man, his full stats. Wow. We all know Miller is gone. He's not returning. Yeah. We know Adrian Clem is in the building. He got rid of Coach Cap, rightfully so. You know, K-Dog finally stepped up, put his foot down. And like Ryan Grubb said, it always comes down to execution, period. And so you look and you think physicality and toughness, but what really moving people is everyone being in sync. Chemistry, cohesion, bro, heavy on top of moving bodies, period. What I always say, right, bro? Boom, it's not rocket science, it is football. Not rocket science, baby, it is pure football, you know. It's everyone working together, and that's the offensive line, but it's also the quarterback and pass pro, understanding where your man's side is, facts, where your zone side is, where your unblocked defenders are at. Sometimes things Ty Simpson didn't do or wasn't good at doing, period. That's not sugar-coated or cap. It was times Ty Simpson had really good protection and he missed a throw or he missed a read, all of the above. It doesn't matter. It happened, homie. Yeah. In the run game, you're running back, reading the blocks of the guys in front of you. So again, that's repetition. That's guys being in tune to each other. So it's not just always that position. It's everyone working together that we got to improve. Big fact, shout out Ryan Grubb, homie. Yeah. But everyone gets it. Everyone understands, man. Yeah. You know, period. That boy Trey, man. That boy Trey wildin', homie. Yeah. He say Ryan Grubb is my best friend. Come on now, Dre, man. That boy funny, man. You have me, bro. Yeah, homie. Man. Yes, sir. Supporting seniors, share which Alabama players to watch. I want to do this one first. Yeah. Got some brand new news. And so I guess Tim Keenan spoke on Alabama's defense, right? Right. Here we go. It's pretty much them leaving, not returning. So tight end Josh Cuevas and defensive tackle Tim Keenan were both confident in the groups they led this past year and the players who returned to Tuscaloosa for year 3 under Kalen DeBoer. Keenan on Alabama's defense, second-year D lineman. I'm assuming that is London Simmons. You hear me? Heavy. Keep your eye out for London